Let's talk about writing task 2. And this time we have the topic cause and suggestion. The purpose of this video to tell you the outline of this type of essay. I know it sounds difficult for you and sometimes you think how to think of cause and suggestion. I'm gonna help you in this video. So let's just jump on our topic. Pause the video and understand. Now you have understood the topic and in which we have to explain the reasons and give a suggestion. We're going to start with the introduction. Now look at the outline of the introduction. We need 3 sentences. The first one, paraphrase the topic, second sentence, and at last we have to use thesis statement. In thesis statement, you're going to mention your reasons and suggest some keywords. You might be thinking why I need 2 sentences. It's pretty simple because in the topic we have 2 sentences. Let's just read. Scientists have been warning for many years about the importance of protecting the environment and that we must limit the use of energy in our daily lives. That's the first one. Second, despite warnings, many people do not do this. So you're going to paraphrase these 2 sentences and at last you're going to explain your reasons and not explain, that's the wrong word. You're going to just give a hint to the reader like that's the reason behind this and that's how we can solve it. And for this you have to think in advance. You have to pre-plan your essay like what could be the reason and what could be the suggestion. And I have thought a couple of bullet points. The first one, confidence in the capabilities of technology to tackle this problem. It means people are confident in the capacity of the technology. They think technology can solve this problem, so they don't need to worry about. So that's why they are less responsive. And I have thought another bullet point, same idea, but in different words. I have paraphrased it, so I can use it later on. And when I'm going to use it, you will find out just as you're gonna watch the video. So for suggestion, just like cause, we have a couple of bullet points. The first one, by raising intuitive awareness among people. And the same idea, media focus is required to the consequences of this practice. And don't worry about the vocabulary. If you don't understand any word like intuitive capabilities, I have explained in the description of this video. You can find out, you can understand the definition with an example. So without worrying much about the vocabulary, moving on, introduction, like now we have to explain all the 3 sentences. There you go. So let's just pause the video and understand and read one by one and see the function of these sentences. So let's just break it down. The first one, paraphrase the topic first sentence, paraphrase the topic second sentence, and at last thesis statement for more clarity. And that's it. That's how we can introduce the topic like this of the cause and suggestion. Now we're going to move on, body paragraph 1. In BP1, we're going to carry on the same cause that we have mentioned in our thesis statement. For this we need 3 sentences. Opening sentence, elaborate the cause, and at last example. And how are we going to do this? Like this. Again, pause the video, read, understand, and let's just break it down. You have to make your writing concise, so don't make it so complicated. Let's just make it easier for the reader to understand and follow your ideas. Now moving on, body paragraph 2, in which we have to explain our suggestion. The same suggestion from the thesis statement. And this time I'm going to use 5 sentences. Particularly there is no rule like we need to use 3 or 5. Don't worry about it. All we just have to explain our idea so reader can understand why or how, regarding the question. So 5 sentence, opening sentence, mention your suggestion, elaborate the suggestion, example, and closing sentence. So let's just have a look. And that's how they look like in the paragraph. So let's just pause the video and understand one by one. And that's it. We did it. BP1 and BP2. And at last, finally, we have conclusion. In the conclusion, just need two sentences. The first one, summary of the cause, and second, summary of the suggestion. Now, if you remember, in the beginning I have explained to you in the thesis statement the two bullet points. The second bullet point I'm going to use now here in the conclusion like this. And that's the same idea that we have discussed in BP1. That's how all the paragraphs are interconnected. And the second sentence of suggestion, that's linked to BP2. And BP2 is linked to our thesis statement. So that's how it can raise your score in coherence and cohesion. And that's it. Now, that's how it looks like the proper essay in 4 paragraphs. First one, introductory, BP1, BP2, at last, conclusion. You can pause the video to read them. Alright, so see you next time in a new essay. And until then, just keep the safe environment. And thank you so much for listening.